Despite the continued clamor for The Big Bang Theory's revival, Jim Parsons maintains his original stance about it. 6 years have passed since The Big Bang Theory ended on CBS with a special 2-part finale. It saw Sheldon ultimately reach his dreams of winning the Nobel Prize in Physics, while Leonard and Penny announced their pregnancy. Admittedly, The Big Bang Theory was able to deliver a satisfying send-off to the Pasadena gang, a rarity these days, with multiple long-running shows dropping the ball at the very last minute. What made the finale more impressive was that its final season as a whole was unbalanced and sometimes, even without focus. Still, The Big Bang Theory continues to be popular, hence the campaign for its reboot. Unfortunately, the continued clamor for The Big Bang Theory revival does nothing to change Parsons' mind about it. In a new interview with US Weekly, the Sheldon actor concisely shares his thoughts on the chances of the reboot project, admitting that while he can imagine what it might look like, he doesn't see it happening. Read his full quote below. For context, The Big Bang Theory ended because of Parsons' decision to leave the series after season 12. There was the option to continue the show without him, but the idea was eventually struck down, as the cast and crew knew how vital Sheldon was to the series' success. It caused brief friction between Parsons and Kaylee Cuoco and Johnny Galecki, though it was eventually resolved. Parsons, however, continued to be involved in the Big Bang Theory franchise after the nerd-centric sitcom ended by narrating and producing young Sheldon. In fact, he even returned on-screen as Sheldon in the Young Sheldon finale, which may likely be his final outing as the character. Since it was in a flash-forward scene, it felt like the perfect send-off to the character. The problem is, not everyone in the Pasadena gang got the complete story that Sheldon had. There are still lingering questions about what happened to Leonard and Penny, not to mention the lack of narrative payoff for Raj's personal narrative. Several of Parsons' former The Big Bang Theory co-stars have expressed their interest in returning to Pasadena. Unfortunately, it's difficult to do the much-clamored project without Parsons' Sheldon. It has been 6 years since The Big Bang Theory ended, but technically, Parsons just really stopped being Sheldon last year, when young Sheldon wrapped up. Perhaps a little more separation from that time, and he could eventually change his mind about doing a reboot.